Hey there everybody, it's Jamie here and a very warm welcome to your travel blog Jamie and this Royal Caribbean's Symphony of the Seas. In this episode, you're coming with me for a full tour and review of my virtual balcony stateroom. Never had one of these before. Are you ready for this? Let's do this. Symphony was the fourth ship to join the Oasis class fleet back in 2018. She is 362 meters in length, can accommodate up to 5,518 guests in double occupancy, has 16 passenger decks, 2,759 staterooms and 188 suites. I'm tucked away in stateroom 8446. It's located forward and portside. This stateroom is also located very close in proximity to Central Park and all its amenities. Literally just a few doors down from bars, restaurants, coffee shops and retail, but will it be too noisy? Located directly above more passenger cabins and similarly below. As always, let's begin location. My virtual balcony cabin is located forward and portside. We've got 6 lifts here on one side of Central Park, which I'll show you a little bit later. You can look down here onto the Royal Promenade. And just to the other side, we have 6 more lifts and we have 2 stairwells. And wait till you see just how close our cabin is. To the left, to the right, will I have tacky magnets? We'll see. Welcome to 8446. Oh no, look, it's day 7 already. I've been giving people tips every day. Anyway, use your cruise key card and come on in. Well, goodness gracious me, welcome everybody to my virtual balcony stateroom. And I'm going to tell you from the outset, spoiler alert, I bloody love it. So as you come into this cabin, on the left hand side there's a slot to insert an old store card or something. This was already there, so thank you cabin steward. It did mean that the aircon was already on, pumping out nice icy cold air. The lighting, the mood had been set. I came in and I thought, my goodness me, for what is essentially an inside cabin with a screen, the floor space is phenomenal. Come into the boudoir. That's where you all want to start this journey. I know it is. Now look, this is not to everyone's taste. I know it's not, but I really like the look and feel, the artwork, the decor. It's a little bit contemporary. It's wispy. It's comfortable. I'm honestly a fan. This bed set up as a double, but you could have it as a twin, and the units either side would therefore be placed right in the middle. Very comfortable mattress, the duvet not too thick, nice plush plump pillows. I've had a great night's sleep in here over the course of the week. Now, have you noticed there's no walk-in closet or separate closet area in this cabin? And I think that's how they've managed to keep it looking so spacious. The wardrobes are actually around the outside of the bed. We'll have a look at storage space shortly. Now then, I'm always asked, is there room under the bed to store your luggage? The answer is yes. Now my case is quite a small one. It fits without any issues. If yours is, let's say, a little bit too big, you could always butterfly it and then slide it under. Good tip for y'all there. Now this impressed me. No, not the lamps either side of the bed, although they're very nice. You can operate them from either side of the bed as well. And yes, we've got a headboard. It's partially spongy, so mind your head if you're headbanging in the middle of the night. But look, we have Northern American outlets either side of the bed. Halla flippin' Luya. And we have some small bedside units here as well. These are maneuverable, so if you have your bed set as a twin, these will be placed in the middle. Directly opposite our bed, thank goodness, is the television. It's a good size screen in my humble opinion. It is also partially maneuverable so that you can watch the television from the mini couch, I'm going to call that. We also have a near floor to ceiling length mirror. Super helpful. With a virtual balcony cabin, you do actually get more square footage for your money than a standard inside, and it costs about £30 more for the whole week. No brainer. And look, I have to say, I feel very spoilt for space in here, and I'm liking it very much indeed. We've got a smallish vanity slash workstation area here. We've got USB ports. There's a European socket, and we have 3 Northern American outlets as well. We've got a mirror to spruce yourselves up, and a good storage unit here as well, with 4 drawers. Up here we have our hairdryer. Oh no, you know it's coming soon. And breakfast menus, mini bar information too. Oh, let's just get it out of the way, shall we? Are you ready for this? Speed setting number 1. Oh, it's quite hot already. And speed setting number 2. Oh my God. That's really hot from the outset, and speed setting 2 is super powerful. Got a big hairy bush? You're gonna be fine. And by the way, I've noticed other vloggers copying my hairdryer test. You know, you can't beat the original, I'm afraid. Away with you. Right, underneath we have a fridge. Yes, we do. My goodness gracious me, I still don't know which side to open it. No freezer compartment, but it's a decent sized fridge. And can I just say, God bless all cruise lines that still have fridges in their cabins. Great to have a sofa to kick back and relax. And look, not 1 picture, but 3. This melts my cold little heart. Some of you have asked if this is a 3-berth cabin. It's not actually, it's a 2-berth. This does not convert into a sofa bed. This virtual balcony has drawn so much attention online and so many questions. The most common being, Jamie, could you change the channel so that perhaps you've got rough seas out there or the sun is setting? My darlings, this is the actual view, 24/7 view from the bridge. So whatever's happening ahead is what you're going to see here. Now then, you can close the curtains if you want to leave the screen on 24/7, which is what I've done. Now, I suppose you could even leave the curtains open, because at night, obviously this is dark. And then as the sun comes up in the morning, your cabin is going to start to get lighter gradually. That could be a nice way of waking up. A couple common questions that have arisen online. Is this just one big fat gimmick? And can you turn the screen off if you want to? Honestly, I was quite dubious about booking this particular cabin. However, I didn't realize at the time that it comes with more square footage than a standard inside cabin. Also, I've got to say, I'm quite fond now of my virtual balcony. When we arrived into the Bahamas, wow, the view was just stunning, and of our island directly ahead. It's also great to see what the weather's doing and the sea state as well. And can you turn this off? Well, the information online is a little bit mixed. If you go onto the Royal Caribbean website, they say, yes, you can, but they don't say how. On other websites, it suggests that there's a small remote that will operate the screen. I don't have one. Other websites suggest that you can operate the screen via your television, and that there's a tab that says virtual balcony. That is true on some of the Oasis class ships, but not this one. So as far as I can tell, in this particular cabin, if I wanted to switch that off, I'd need to go via my cabin steward. Anywho, when all's said and done, I'm a big fan. Love, love, love my cabin. Right, let's check out some of the storage space over here. So we have a wardrobe with hanging space. There's another rail down here and room at the bottom for bags slash shoes. And on the other side, we have 2 good sized drawers down here and a little more hanging space, shelves, and your in-cabin safe. So to recap, we have 7 drawers in total, 5 good sized shelves here, a small hanging space to the left, and a larger hanging space to the right. Huge space on the top of this cabinet, and also you have a shelf just under the mirror. Alrighty folks, let's head into that bathroom. Very excited about this, of course. Do not fly, otherwise known as please mind that step. Listen, I'm going to tell you from the outset, this is a very good space indeed. I'm a very happy boy in here. Also, the shower, probably going to fit 2.2 people in there, and Yes, you're correct. No clingy, tacky shower curtains here. Oh no. We have a shelf. We have salt and breeze hair and body wash. Now, expect vetiver, coconut and sandalwood. This shower is hot and powerful. No doubt about that. Oh, yeah, that's good. I think this is going to be a good one. Magical. Oh my goodness gracious me. There's also ample room. You know what's coming, don't you? For your one cheek, two cheeks, rah rah rah. I don't get stuck in, no no no. How much room have we got though when we are actually on the John? Look. Woo, we got plenty of room. You could move that bin somewhere else if you wanted to. And also the toilet paper is just to the left, so no pulling muscles stretching behind. There's also, as you can see, oh, there's a toilet brush down there. I didn't even know that. There's also a good size shelf here for your bits and bobs, odds and sods, nick and nap, brick and brack. Very good size sink basin. Again, another shelf here. Yes, we have hand towels slash flannels. Loving the tile effect around this very large mirror. And we have 3 shelves here and a shaver's only point right up here. But it's above that shelf, so you're not going to be dangling your bits and bobs on the zone. I've already done that, haven't I? Like, really, I need to get some new lines, don't I? It may upset some of you to learn there's no washing line. What are we going to do without that? But there are 2 by hook or crooks. Yes. Great looking bathroom, great space. Very happy with that indeed. And remember, stop trying to fly in your cabins. The television, well, it's an acceptable affair. It really is. We've got information about what's taking place around the ship using your cruise compass. Very handy indeed, although you can also access this using the Royal Caribbean app. On the map is a great function because it shows you exactly where you are on this planet. And look, we are heading back to Cape Liberty, New Jersey. And a range of television programs, as you can see. A good range of videos on demand, but I believe, yeah, you've got to pay for them. $11.99. Damn it. Now, I haven't actually tried any room service. I know, crazy. There's just so much on offer here. And of course, I'm really close to Central Park, which has got lots of options. Having said that, you can have a continental breakfast delivered and it's included in your cruise fare. If you'd like an American breakfast delivered, so a hot breakfast, it's $7.95 per room delivery plus an 18% gratuity. And here's a look at the continental breakfast offerings and your American breakfast offerings. I mean, I don't think this is too shabby at all, I have to say. You can also have drinks delivered to your cabin. Prices here for you, and don't forget that 18% gratuity. And yes, they have sugar-free Red Bull on board. I've had way too much this week and bouncing off those walls. And following the breakfast room service menu, you have this on offer from 11 a.m. until 6 a.m. And there's a service charge of $7.95 per room delivery. And of course, that 18% service charge. What tickles your fancy, if anything? What fancies your tickle? No self-serve laundrettes on board, but they do have a laundry service for wash and press, press only, steam, dry clean and press. In addition, there's a press only service where you can have 10 items pressed for $17.49. All right, folks, let me show you our proximity to the wonderful Central Park area. It's fast become one of my favorite areas on any cruise ship. It's true. And you can see just how quick it is to get out to the forward stairwell and lifts. Voila. And you can access Central Park either side of the Royal Promenade. Just ahead. It's so quick and easy. I love it. Come take a peep at this. There are 7 separate neighbourhoods on board Symphony of the Seas, Central Park being one of them. With such a wide range of facilities here, there were times I felt I didn't actually need to leave the area. Certainly no problems finding seats in the bars and restaurants in Central Park. And yes, all the plants here are real and a haven for birds. Great AC in this cabin and a very comfortable bed indeed. Loving the extra space in here, the floor space, the lounge area, and of course my virtual balcony, which I thought was gimmicky. I was totally wrong. Love it. Very good sized bathroom, hot, powerful shower. Bob's your uncle, Petunia, your auntie. Modern, comfortable, clean cabin. Loving the decor and the odd splash of blue. Admittedly, with the extra floor space, the lounge area, a larger bathroom, you do have to compromise on storage space. For me, this is perfect. If there were 2 of us in here, we would still manage. In total, 8 USB ports / sockets / outlets. I think for 2 people sharing a cabin, that's more than adequate for your devices. Also loving the location. It is so convenient for the Royal Promenade and Central Park. You may be worried about noise levels with such close proximity, but you can't hear any of this from that cabin. Symphony also sells mainly 1-week itineraries, so I feel like there's enough storage space. If, however, you're not very frugal with your packing, you might get the hump. Get over it. I think it would have been great if they'd given us some information about switching this screen on and off. Now, I want it on all the time. There's a tiny sliver of light in the mornings through the curtains, so if that would be an issue for you, maybe bring a couple pegs and pin those curtains together. You want to know about ka-ching? I know. Please do remember that prices fluctuate hugely, not just dependent on the season, but also availability. I paid £1,000 for a 1-week cruise in a virtual balcony cabin as a solo passenger. In this day and age, that ain't bad. Of course, the main question here is, what do you think? Drop those comments below. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications because the whole 1-week cruise experience is coming very soon. Take care and keep an eye on that horizon. Mwah. Thank you for your support as we now head towards 47,000 subscribers. It's cray. Today's shout outs go to my gorgeous tiers 3, 4 and 5 patrons. And yes, you too could become a patron. Just search patreon.com/travelblogjamie. For your personalized video messages, just search cameo.com/travelblogjamie. And don't forget, you can follow me over on Facebook, Jamie W. Robbins, Instagram @travelblogjamie, and of course, right here, right now on YouTube.